I guess I'll do the webcam first. Uh, haven't got my hair yet, which I should have already cut my hair, but I haven't yet. So it probably won't be until next weekend because I'm starting working back up again. Uh, and I certainly don't want you to see any bits of my room, but that's unavoidable as long as I got this open. Okay. So basically, where I left off last time was I have the event pass done. Okay, so phase one is just a choose your own adventure style game. It's an interactive story, is what it is. Basically, it's not even really a real game. It's not even a real choose your own adventure game. It's an interactive story basically with choices, um, decision points basically. I got that done. I got what I call the event pass. Okay, so I'm calling the first half the event pass. I'm calling the second half the narrative pass. Event pass means they do stuff. They go here, they pick up this, they talk to this person, they say this. Uh, they it's they're events, they're things that happen, right? Narrative pass means narrative means story. It means I'm going to turn each of those pages into a proper sounding story. It doesn't mean I'll be great at writing or anything like that. It just means that that's what I'm doing. Okay, so um, now what's going to be different in this case, though, is I'm finding out that people aren't that interested in A, see me type out a bunch of text, and B, A, B first, second, whatever. Uh, B, uh, people don't, some people don't like me, see me screwing around with the AI. In fact, a lot of people hate AI, others embrace it, right? I'm using it as a tool. I'm using the bounce ideas off of. I'm not getting to write a bunch of stuff, although I do get it to write some of my code for my layout tool because it's a means to an end. I'm not that interested in the coding. I don't like coding that much, really. I don't like programming that much. I'm not very good at it. It's hard for me. It's difficult. It's annoying, frustrating, whatever. But I do it because I'm the only one that can program my own games because I don't have money to pay somebody to do the programming for me. So I have to do the programming myself. And now that we got AI, now I can essentially have an assistant that helps me or helps write some of the program that I don't have to do myself. So I don't have a problem using AI to help me code, even though I'm not exclusively using it to help me code. I'm using it in part to help me, and uh, maybe doing the the coding for my layout tool. Anyways, it doesn't really matter that much to me. The coding is just a means to an end. If I had the money, or if somebody liked me enough, and I knew them that they liked programming enough, I could get somebody else to program for me in some way, shape, or form. I'd probably do that instead of AI. So there you go. Anyways, that's not important. Okay, so what's important now is instead of spending all my time working on the narrative pass, that also means that it's going to take longer. It might even take longer than this other did. But um, I'm going to. Today's a little bit of an aberration because I'm coming back, right? Um, but I'm going to start by, or what I'm going to do is I'm going to divide each session into two 40-minute sessions, into sessions. She sells seashells by the seashore in sessions. Anyways, um, so for about 40 minutes apiece, 40 minutes and a 5 minute break, right? And 5 minute just means like I stand up, I walk around, whatever. 40 minutes I sit here. And so I have decided on four things at least for right now. I'm going to be doing one thing is going to be the story thing where I'm turning the existing pages into story. The second thing is I'm going to be doing some concept art, and yes, with the AI because maybe I'll do some sketches or whatever. I'll get AI to basically, I don't know. I'll just I'll do a few things, and Maybe I'll do something. Maybe I'll do a paint over or something or whatever. I don't know. Um, yeah, yeah, maybe that's what I'll do. Maybe I'll do a paint over. Um, well, I don't know if I'll do a paint over because this is just kind of concept art basically. Anyways, so one will be devoted to that. One will be devoted to coding because I'm gonna get back to my layout tool. And also, I'm not sure if I'm going to modify the engine. There's a thing I was going to do. I was thinking of doing. Um, I think I was thinking of what I might do. I'm not sure if I'll do it for sure or not. Is I might. Um, Let me think. What was I saying? Um, oh, I might see if instead of like I was thinking of removing the 3D stuff because if I do any 3D at all, uh, like I was saying for the environments for the backgrounds, basically, it's going to be like way, way, way down the line. But I was thinking, what I should do here is I should try to figure out how to put the text into 3D space instead of just a 2D visual, you might say. I copy text. I have this whatever it is, panel or whatever it is, I forget exactly, and it's essentially running in 2D. So I'm running in the game in 2D. The 3D stuff's in the background, but maybe I should try to figure out how to place the text in 3D space, like on a billboard, like billboarding, right? Um, I mean, I don't have to because any text in the future can still be an overlay, so I don't necessarily have to do that. I don't know. I don't know if it's a good thing to do or not. Because at some point I'm going to be introducing pictures and then I'm going to be doing some stuff and um, I might not need 3D at all. I won't need 3D for a while. So I'm not sure if I want to do it that ways or not. I don't know. I have to think about it. Anyways, I'll be working on programming for 40 minutes and that will include um, that'll include the layout tool. Anyways, okay. So then the fourth thing is going to be mapping. I'm going to start mapping. There's an app, a web app that I can use that's kind of built for this kind of thing, adventure mapping kind of thing, and I'm going to start doing it that ways so I can get an idea of the placement of where everything is supposed to be sitting and stuff like that. And yeah, so we're going to be doing that. And now if I'm starting, if I'm doing 40 minutes from 11:30, if I do 45 minutes from 11:30, that's going to be 12:15. Now, 40 minutes, it means 12:10. So I have until 12:10 now. Uh, so 45 to 12 o'clock, 15. So I have 25 minutes left in this session, which is fine. I mean, maybe I could have built it in. Maybe I could have made everything like 30 minutes a piece, and then 4 times 30 is 2 hours, and then um, it'd be 2 times 30 would be 1 hour, and then I have 30 minutes to like shoot the bull here or whatever, or including my I don't know. Um, but this is just a one-time deal. This is my Monday coming back. I'm back now, and so yeah. So the question is what should I lead off with? Should I lead off with my boring stuff? Should I lead off with my non-boring stuff? I don't know. In fact, somebody can let me know if they think. Uh, let's pull this back. this one. Here we go. Rumble. Rumble. And this is not live. It's live now. Twitch. And Kick. Okay. Let's go back to Twitch because I thought I had some, like, maybe it's Rumble. I think Rumble had some notifications. Rumble. Somebody started following me 9 days ago. Anyways, okay. So actually, let's make sure the audio is off for all of these. Twitch. Audio is off. Audio is off there. And audio is off there. That's good. That's fine. That's fine. That's good. Everything's good. Everything's great. Okay. So, all right. Okay. Well, I have to start somewhere. What is the least? Maybe I should do. Yeah, maybe. Since I now only have about 20 minutes, just over 20 minutes, maybe I should lead off with the concepting part. I don't even know how to do concepting. I don't even know what I should do or how I should start. Uh, but it might always be well, I don't know. Sure. Here, let me ask somebody in somewhere. So very different options between two streams. So I'll be doing some concepting. I'll be doing some actual work turning the pages into narrative pages in each story. I'm going to do some mapping and finally programming on either the game itself or the layout. Cool. What should I lead off? What should I lead off? Okay. Maybe I should just ask it everywhere. Here, do it in here. Today might be like I might not get that much stuff done today. There we go, and let's do this one more last time here. Off, off, off. Okay. So while that is going, I need to find a way of here. Let's do something here. Let's shrink this down enough that I can do that, that. Okay. I'm just still trying to figure out what I should lead off with. New freebies. Freebies. Epic Games. I'm not really doing Epic Games anymore. Oh, games from scratch. Of course, they have 7 there because I haven't been looking at it very much. Gaussian splats. Yeah, talking about the Gaussian splats, and they act like it's a big deal, which it is, kind of, but at the same time, uh, it's, okay. Anyways, at the same time, uh, what was I saying? Okay. Well, okay. So, kill people. I guess we'll do that then. Okay, so I'm gonna work on. Okay, so I'm gonna go ahead and use Grok. Let's see something here. Let's open a new tab. Shift. What was it? Profile. M. It's M. Okay, Control Shift M. I see. Super Grok. Okay. Earning 300 a month for the AI. I still got to work on that. That's. Oh yeah, I'm gonna. Probably. I don't know when I'll start it, but pretty soon here I'm gonna try to. I'm gonna try to go through all like the old computers and starting with the oldest generation. I'm gonna write a game or a couple of games, and then I'm gonna port it to different platforms at a time, and then I'm gonna go up through history, going through all the, the past, starting with the Apple IIs, and then VIC 20, Commodore 64, and um, Tandy Coco, and then Tandy 1000, and then basically 286 DOS computers, or 8088, whatever, 8086 DOS computers, whatever, and just keep on going up the chain like that, um, so I can learn some proper. I guess basically you can kind of learn the history of programming. Basically, you have all this info now. In fact, you have the AI that's trained on a lot of this info that you can actually use, even when it's hard to find specific. Like you have to go out and search for specific like things that like tutorials, magazines, books, whatever. You can actually get an AI to do that for you, which is kind of amazing if you think about it. Anyways, start a okay. Okay. It is Monday, May 4th, 6th, and it's approximately 11:53 4 a.m. Eastern Daylight Time. Okay. I'm getting started on the second half of my game, the narrative paths. Oh, so somebody's going to chime in here. Yeah, that will probably work. Inquiring this. And what was it? Was it? Oh, in Gamedev. After it pretty much said the order I said then. It's fine because I don't have much time left in today's first session. I'm going to have to learn how to do some concept work. I'll probably start with some AI images and then go on to doing some sort of sketching somewhere. I was going to do everything in Blender, but I'm thinking I might use Frida for sketching. Even grease pencil. Grease pencil isn't really meant for sketching and stuff like that, but I'm thinking I might use Krita. I might not. I might use Blender, but we'll decide. I think I have Blender 5. Did I download Blender 5? I think I downloaded Blender 5. But I'm still for my editing and stuff, which I was supposed to get some done. I was supposed to get a bunch of stuff done on my quote unquote break. Here, oh, sorry, I'm still in the dang. Okay, let's go to where's the desktop? Sorry about that. Sorry for leaving it on the webcam for so long. There, I didn't mean to do that. That's okay. Nobody's watching anyways, I don't think. So it's probably just perfectly 100% fine. Yeah. Anyways. Okay. But also I'm splitting my two streams into 4 sessions, 40 minutes each. Starting with some concept work, although I have no idea about how I should go about it. I have everything in text, so now I need to start visualizing it. I know I can use an AI image generator, but also maybe I need to gather some sources or something. Pretend you were... Okay. Quick suggestions. Not that long, just a few short single sentence suggestions. Let's see, sketch rough top, down, or side view layouts first for key locations. Using existing text description near attached drawings as reference before generating final art. 3 to 5 mood inspiration references per major scene. Defeating your AI image generator for consistent style. Create a simple visual style Bible. Okay. All right. In a later session, I will do some actual mapping, which is essentially top-down views. Now, I'm in the early stages, so I only need a few simple early suggestions. I don't know if I need a style Bible to start with. just yet, and keep in mind the visual phases don't start for a good long while now. Chapter at a time, drop 3 to 5 key visual beats per page. Unicorn staring at shimmering pole or defaced portrait in a Wizard U hallway. Just bullet points for now. Pick 2 to 3 signature locations. Write 1 paragraph mood shots describing lighting, color time, or make a quick Google Doc or text file containing called Visual Notes, Chapter X, and drop in any existing doodles or reference images you already have, like the Omnigate, Mind Sketches. That's it for early stage. Keeps it lightweight. Okay. Okay, so I guess the first thing that the first part is still going to be interesting. Um, that sounds good. Also, what sounds good is the inspiration part, because all I have to do is search for various sources. Is to search for various sources. Also, I can use actual game cartoon backgrounds, but also real world photographs. Super lightweight. Search for point and click adventure game backgrounds. Uh, real world breaths, abandoned university library, medieval reflecting pool statue, underground dwarf mine. Vampire hotel wine cellar. Yeah, it's not the Vampire Hotel's wine cellar. In fact, I don't even know if he has a wine cellar, although he might, because they do drink a specific kind of wine, but not 100% positive about that. I will watch for that order seems reasonable. Yeah, that's all right. Um, okay. Yeah, so let's we need to do some of that, right? Okay. So we are going to start by adventure game. I guess adventure game backgrounds, and I should just look at a few, right? I've got till what was it 12:10? 12:10. Okay. So so that means today uh okay. Adventure game backgrounds. Okay. I don't know if I should go via images or if I should go through via web pages. See, this is like game wallpapers. I'm not looking for game wallpapers. Um, so let's just go back to all, and let's just pick out a few. I don't know if Shutterstock is going to have anything, but we'll check some of these things out. And all of these are. I might have to look up existing games, I guess. Graphic River. That's interesting. Free assets, huh? Oh, maybe I should look at that. Anyways, six adventure game backgrounds. Six, only six, but that's okay. Whatever. I mean, doesn't matter. We're just gonna here on Reddit. We'll look at that maybe a little bit. Let's start with this here. Thimbleweed Park, and I guess okay. Now that's a library. I have a lot to do about libraries. In fact, this looks like this is kind of interesting. I don't know what actual background this is, but that's very interesting. Okay. I'm just start looking at a few of these just to get some idea. I like I said, I don't really know what I'm doing as far as the concept work stuff, but it'd be fun to look through some of these, right? Hotel. Uh, you know, this does look like does look kind of pixel artish, doesn't it? I mean, I'm sure that's what they were going for. Thimbleweed Park is Ron Gilbert's adventure game that he did. Ron Gilbert. Wait, what's wait. Yeah, Ron Gilbert, right? I'm forgetting all my guys now. Uh, Adventure, Double Fine Adventure, A Broken Age. Um, Tim Schafer, right? Tim Schafer. Okay, so Ron Gilbert. Ron Gilbert was the original. I guess you could say the original designer, or at least one of them, if not the original designer of The Secret of Monkey Island, and number two, I think, and of course he left later, I think. Um, so I had a large giant hotel. This is pixel art, of course. Mine should resemble like actual proper painted backgrounds, I think, but that's still some good idea. Okay, game dev. Okay, so let's get back to this. I'm gonna kind of breeze through here real quick. It's kind of funny though. Wait, did I? Was there? Oh, yeah. CG Geek uploaded a new video apparently. Okay, so here. Um, I don't know if you're actually looking at this or were actually looking at this. But you know what I'm gonna do here? This is meant for this is an old school type of website. In other words, it's meant for essentially for smaller screens or smaller windows, whatever. I'm gonna go ahead and actually I'm gonna zoom in. There we go. One more. Okay, one more. There we go. Uncharted 4. These aren't technically backgrounds though. These are screenshots essentially of locations. So I mean, they might be interesting in their own right. I don't know. This looks like real world adventure. It doesn't even look that good to me, and I don't mean that the graphics aren't good. I mean, it's not appealing. They look correct and stuff. I mean, and they're definitely going for a vibe, but they don't look like um, they're not something I like to look at visually. In other words, I'm just looking at it, um, you know, and it's most 3D games you're supposed to be in like a real location, right? I know it's just a game. I know it's just graphics, but it's a location. 2D games, however, uh, by their very nature, are pieces of artwork, you might say. Um, anyways, I could make it bigger, but that's okay here. So this has nothing to do with. I mean, I guess I could go back to the sidebar and start looking at the sidebar instead of just going through it this ways. So I don't know. 12:10. Okay, so this means that this session is up, and I know I wasted a lot of it. It's my first day back after 3 weeks or whatever. I think what I'm gonna do, start doing, is the last week of every month, I'm gonna take off as a thing. So I'm gonna do 3 weeks of actual working on my game. 3 weeks of streams, and then 1 week off. So it's gonna be every month. I think that's what I'm gonna start doing. So. Anyways, so yeah, so I should basically get up. I wonder what I should do as far as maybe I should bring up the be right back sign. Um, okay. So yeah. Okay, so then I'll do some narrative work, which will be boring again, but it'll only be 40 minutes of it. And so, anyways, so I gotta get up and walk around, stretch my legs. 5 minutes. I'll be right back in a couple minutes. Okay, here I am back again. I just need to get up, stretch my legs. Maybe I should do a few squats, maybe. I don't know. And I'm uh what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna bookmark. Well, dang it. I need these in my regular bookmarks. That's what I need. Let's see something here. Let's see if I can drag it into the other window, which I'm sure I can. But let's try. Let's do this. Okay, fine. What? I don't know if that's why that's not working. Take this and okay, fine. Cut, paste, and let's go back to the other ones. That's not what I want. Oh, wait. It's okay. Let's close that. Here. All right. Let's go back in here. These are just actually these are existing graphics. I mean, some of the stuff might actually be usable. Like I could plop them in there, maybe. Okay, so not interested in that. Probably not interested here. Magnific. Isn't that a AI thing? What's magnific? Huh. Interesting. Uh, okay, that's not what I wanted in either. I know I should be working on the narrative portion, but I'm gonna see about saving some of these pages. Adventure game backgrounds. That's not that's not what these are. That's an interesting style, honestly. Shutterstock. Okay, let's close that. Close this. Itch.io, maybe. Top-down adventure assets. Sorry, desert, mountain backgrounds. Oh, very interesting. Okay, that's all right. I don't care. Let's do this. Check this out. Somebody made some classic style adventure game backgrounds. It looks like, and that's kind of cool, but not what I want, and I don't need that. Okay, so let's just go ahead and close that. Okay, so now I got to 12:55, which means I have 35 minutes left, which is perfectly fine. Uh, okay, so how should I do this? How I should do this? Um, Chinland Phase 1. Now, what should I... Okay. Because I think I want to do a backup here. Redot projects, older projects. And this was April 2026, so this is new. This is always the newest. All right. Okay. layout tool. I forget what I call what the reason I named it EM. LT's layout tool. I can't remember. It doesn't matter that much though. We're gonna do another backup. So maybe I should name them by date as well. Not relying on this as the date and just so when I copy it, let's do a copy. Then let's put paste this. Um, and honestly, I don't need all the design documents in here, so we're gonna delete. Oh wait, first we're gonna rename this. Let's rename this. But instead of underscore BK3, let's go ahead and say BK. We're gonna go by month, day, and year. Month is the 5th, so 05 dot 04. Star Wars Day, may the 4th be with you. 26. Should I say 2026? 26 is probably fine. Okay, 2-digit. There. I see what I did there. BK. It's actually interesting that this put it after everything else. That's actually fine, but okay. Well, we're fine. All right, so let's delete the this because really I just want the backup of the okay layout tool data copy. We're gonna delete that rooms copy. We're gonna delete that. In fact, I'm probably gonna make some new copies here in a second here. But delete. Yes, delete rooms copy. Uh, then we're gonna delete the Git stuff. So delete, and we're gonna delete the Git folder. Delete. So now I have a current version of my thing, and I don't have to. Okay, so now let's go. Let's go back to readout projects. Let's go back to this one, and we are going to. Let's see. We are going to. We're going to move these here and move these into oh yeah into here. Okay, I'm almost forgetting what I was doing, right? In fact, I wonder if I've updated GitHub. I should update GitHub once too before GitHub desktop or GitHub basically. Okay, so let's do that. Let's make sure that there's nobody chatting, which there probably isn't, but let's check. That's YouTube. Okay, I see. YouTube, Rumble. Where is it? Twitch and Kick. I don't expect anybody's in any of these, which is fine. Okay. So let's go ahead and okay, right, I keep forgetting. Okay. So layout tool backup, right? Layout tool data backup. Uh rename that as 14. Rename 0 and 4. Okay. Rename this to underscore backup. That. And then this one, we're going to rename it to 23. Name underscore 023. That. So, and rename this underscore backup. So, and there you go. All right, back to Enchanted Lens phase 1. Okay, let's do something here. Oh, good. Must have changed everything here. Enchanted Lands phase 1 event task done. Commit domain. Push origin. Just to make sure everything is like it should be. I guess is oh, it's still doing it. Oh, it's got. I guess it's got quite a bit of changes. I guess I must have moved stuff around or something. I forget. But whatever. Okay. Hmm. Pretty good, Joe, you're born. Uh, how you do? Fine, how are you? Born man. Okay, awesome. Okay, so Lands phase 1. So I have 25 minutes. That's quite all right. Quite all right. Did it reload? Okay. Why? Layout tool. Wait a second. Reload, save scene. No errors, right? Okay. Yeah, this is a weird tool script stuff that I'm gonna have to fix here not too long from now. Um, Nothing selection. Main menu. Okay, forget about the main menu. Let's open the preface first. Because I don't probably these are probably not events here, and I don't need to change any of this, right? Okay. So yeah, so 40 minutes, approximately 40 minutes of my streams is going to be this boring tech stuff. So yeah. Okay, let's read it. Read it out loud. Enchanted Land's Magical Resort. Make sure these are on top here. Nobody is here, but do it anyways. Welcome to Enchanted Lands. Take a magical vacation, slay a dragon, rescue a princess, become a great and powerful wizard, or stay at one of our many fine hotels. Anything is possible. At least that's what the brochure says. Enchanted Lands, the magical resort kingdom, is not doing so well. The king seems to be acting strangely, and Enchanted Enterprises has been bought out by Enchanted Holdings Inc. Administration has closed the various magical training schools, and Dark Presence has returned from Vanished Realms. Is there no one that can solve these mysteries? Will the schools ever reopen? Will there ever be any more stupendous vacation deals? And then at one point I had stay tuned on there. Okay, so Enchanted. Okay, so this is. Okay, so I guess We're starting on narrative here. Okay, let's read them out the lines, and then let's see if I can rewrite it as a narrative. See if I got any like story writing chops. I mean, I can come up with a story, but as far as the actual, prose, the actual writing part of it, I'm not so sure. Shayland's magical resort was sold to a mysterious figure by the ruler of the kingdom. This figure, named Max, has systematically closed down most of the resort. Many people have disappeared, including both citizens and tourists. Ever since the king closed down the resort, he's been acting strangely. Chief advisor and friend of the king, the wizard Hubert, after seeing him, goes home to prepare to get external help. I'm still thinking about changing Hubert back to Harold. And yes, I realize Harry Potter is a wizard, a fictional wizard. Harry Potter is. Uh, and I'm not going to say that that isn't the reason that I named him Harold. In my head, the name Harold was the right name, and so Harry Potter might have been in my in my head when I was thinking about it. Not the last name, not the Potter part of it, but Harold itself. And then I'm thinking I have some in jokes anyways, so let it be an in joke. I mean, that's kind of what I turned it into because I was kind of going, I can't call him Harold. They'll be saying I'm copying like such and such, and so I am going to change it back to Harold so that I can use the joke somewhere along the line. Okay. There's supposed to be an air of humor about it too, so I have to think about that when writing the narrative part two. I'm not really sure how to write, comedic sounding. I don't know. I guess um myth myth adventure. I forget what it's called. Robert Aspirin. Let me look that up. Um, haven't actually added it. Let's add it to Enchanted Dev. I know it's getting long in the tooth, but we'll do it anyways. Uh, Robert Aspirin myth myth adventures. Fantasy series created by Robert Lynn Aspirin after 12 novels by Aspirin published 1978 to 2002. He and Jody Lynn Nye continued the series with 7 more books that they wrote together. After his death in May 2008, I didn't know he was dead. Nye has continued the series on her own. The Myth Adventures are noted for And actually, yeah, Myth Adventures is kind of, you almost say a hidden inspiration. It wasn't directly inspiring anything that I did on here, but the kind of the comedy nature, noted for and popular for their whimsical nature, myriad characters, and liberal use of puns. Apart from the first book, every title turns on the similarity between the word myth and the prefix miss or the word miss. The inaugural title another fine myth, uh, puns on the phrase another fine mess. Chapters are usually headed up by made up quotes by famous or semi famous persons. The first book was advertised under the title Another Fine Mess from Oliver Hardy's often used catchphrase directed towards his film comedy partner Sam Laurel. Supposedly, this is another fine mess you got me into. The actual catchphrase referred to another nice mess. Um, After it was too late to change the catalog, Aspirin decided that using myth would be much better if the book would become a series. After they changed the title and claimed a typo in the catalog. According to Aspirin, the original inspiration for Myth Adventures was the Road to comedy movie series, which stars Bing Crosby and Bob Hope as wandering con artists slash adventurers. Yeah, I never thought about that. Yes, the road pictures. That's right. Um, yeah. Uh, and I'm not sure how many that I read of these. These are good, funny novels. But I didn't know he died. He died in 2008, so that was a long time ago. Regardless, he was in some sort of financial trouble, not paying his taxes or something, and that's the reason he actually has he co-wrote it with this other lady, and yeah, and then this other series, Fool's Company, was pretty good too. Um, Died in 60 at age 61. That's pretty young. I mean, it's not really young, but it's that's crazy. So he was dead long before, it wasn't like just recently, long time ago. Active in science fiction fandom in the early years of the Society for Creative Anachronism, using the name Yang the Nauseating, and co-initiated the Society Great Dark Horde in 1971. Interesting. Um, he created and edited with his then wife Lynn Abbey the Thieves World series. Due to a series of personal and financial problems, Abrams published little during the 1990s, though he had two books on the New York Times bestseller list, which piqued his interest of fans in the Internal Revenue Service. He eventually negotiated an agreement with the IRS that encouraged him to resume writing, and during the early 2000s, published several novels, mostly in collaboration with authors Peter Heck, Jody Lynn Nye, and Linda Evans. Okay, these included the continuation of the series Myth Adventures and Fool's Company, as well as eight works of a new series. Da, 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 da. Aspirin died on May 20, heart failure. Huh, that's funny. Uh, I mean, it's not funny. It's sad, I guess. But he was found lying on a sofa with a Terry Pratchett novel still open in his hands. He was to have been the guest of honor at Marcon that weekend. Hmm, interesting. Myth Adventure series. Jody Lanai. Myth Interpretation short fiction collection contains all the myth stories of less than novel length, as well as other short works by Aspirin. So Myth Fortunes was the last one with Jody Lynn Nye. I think I read a couple of the ones with her in it. a couple of these ones, but yeah, yeah, those are a good series. In fact, I should reread them if I can get copies of them somewhere. Okay, so why was I doing this? Why was I looking this up? I forget. I forget why I was looking that up. Anyways, wasted more time, which is usual for me, I guess. Anyways, edit text. Okay. So, um, I have to figure out how to turn this into an actual. Um, yeah, I'm kind of stuck, I guess, sort of. Uh, Let me think for a second. Where did that go to? Okay, whatever. Uh, yeah, I'm not even sure how to start that. That's crazy. I mean, you can think of all this cool stuff, but I can't even write a story. Like, I don't know if I should just if I should put a little bit of a backstory in there about how the kingdom came to be and all this stuff. Hmm. The Enchanted Lands was supposed to be sitting in the sunny nexus of worlds, and basically, I didn't really have an idea for that, but other than the fact that essentially, if you could consider each world like in different dimensions, right? Uh, that there was this place that you could get to all the different dimensions, all the different worlds, and so it was kind of this nexus. This I don't even know what a nexus is. It's just a nexus is like a hub. It's like a point, right, of origin or whatever. Let's actually look at a definition of nexus here. Um, let's pull up. Where's the thing? You know the thing. Define nexus. A means of connection, a link or tie, a connected series or group, the core or center, right? So basically, it's the center that's connected to all worlds. It's like in between. It's like no space. It's like subspace or no space or in between, or you could almost call it its own world or its own dimension, you might say. So, situated in the sunny nexus of worlds. Basically, the idea is it's in a place where it can connect to any world. But before they actually figured out how to be able to go to different worlds, and I it was a Magic Kingdom there before. I didn't really have an idea of the origin of it. Like, yeah, maybe I should start with that. I don't know. I don't want to. I don't want to make like this big, huge paragraph here. Uh, let's open a text so I'm not actually typing in the page so that it's not like adding all this extra junk. I just do it once when I paste it in. So let's actually take this. Um, okay, so Okay, nobody. I'll try this. Knows when it started, but at some point, one person managed to. Okay, so you already know, if you've listened, if you watched any of these, you know I'm Christian. So I don't want to do anything that kind of melds religion with fantasy. And I know some people, they don't believe in God or whatever, or religion. I say that I say everybody believes in God, but that some people just reject him outright. That's what I think. I don't think there's nobody that doesn't believe that there was a creator. Even evolutionists, whatever. I'm not trying to get into religion, so don't misunderstand. But what I'm saying is regardless of whether you think religion is bad or good or real, non-real, whatever. Me being a Christian means I do not want to mix it with fantasy because I do not believe Christianity. I don't believe Christ is fictional. I don't believe the Bible is fictional. I believe it's 100% history, uh, philosophy, whatever, real, true stuff. Jesus really did live on the earth. He really did die for our sins. Really did resurrect, and I believe all that. Okay, so that being said, I don't want to. I don't want any religious stuff intruding on into fantasy. You know, that even includes other religions. Like, I would never do anything that has anything to do with other religions. Um, not because not because I respect them, but because don't feel that your beliefs should. You have beliefs and you believe those are real. You believe those are actual, right? Actual truth or whatever. You believe something about something or somebody, and I don't think you should muddy that up with fiction. Basically, you know. Um, Robert Jordan, when he was talking about the Wheel of Time, he supposedly was. I don't know if he's like Orthodox Christian or Catholic or something, um, specifically, but he was talking about how the cycle, this Wheel of Time thing, the philosophy is, like Buddhists believe in reincarnation and all this stuff. And he was saying that he knows that this whole cycle thing is baloney. He talks about some sort of scientific proof that they know that this this wheel of time concept wouldn't work or doesn't work or whatever. And so, but I probably wouldn't even do that. I just probably wouldn't acknowledge stuff like that in my stuff. I'd like to separate completely. If I'm doing a realistic story that's set in a actual modern time and stuff, um, I might have a character that goes to church, that prays and stuff like that, or is a Christian or whatever. Maybe it kind of depends on what the story is and how it pans out and whatever. But anyways, so let's just say that I don't like to do that. So the idea here is we are not going to talk about the origin of the worlds or the sunny nexus of worlds or anything like that, because I don't want to get that far into the religion part of it. I just want it just to kind of be, you can kind of use your imagination as to how it came about, right? Anyways, no, at some point, one managed to cross into a negative dimension, uh, and then found out he could uh, go into other realms from this dimension. he named it the Nexus, the Sunny Nexus, Sunny. I want the Sunny Nexus of Worlds. Okay, so the Sunny Nexus of Worlds, the idea is it's all light. Like you go into it and everything is like light, right? Um, and what it is it's pure Quicksilver because Quicksilver is or Luminite is luminescent, right? So if you get to some pure Luminite, then it'll actually reflect 100% light. The idea is it's so bright, it's brighter than the sun, kind of thing. When you look at it, if you see it from far off, you see this really super bright light. Um, so he called it the Sunny Nexus of Worlds, in part because he could travel to any other realm he wanted to, and um, when he first entered, it was nothing but light. Okay. Eventually, he realized that uh, eventually he realized that that's interesting. There, see, like an atmosphere, like there's an atmosphere, because there's going to be sky, there's clouds, everything. Oh, as time continued on, he started noticing things change. Eventually, there was a sky and there was land, and it was like the Earth when it was young. Okay, I'm just making this stuff as I go along. I might have to like pare it down because these up here are the actual things that happen. This is some sort of backstory, right? Okay. And rivers and seas. And it was like the Earth when it was young. No one knows how it became populated, but it was postulated that others found the sunny nexus and and joined this man. What? Okay, let's say one man. These others included men, women, other creatures. Eventually, they established a monarchy. You know, let me think just for a second. That was based on merit. You could become king even if you were some sort of peasant or some other lowly position or of lowly position. So yeah, I monarchies are kings. They're appointed. They have bloodlines. They go, through their bloodlines and stuff. Of course, um, but the idea, my thing is that there's still a king. In other words, a king is sort of like a dictator, I guess, in that he has ultimate power. A king doesn't have to be a dictator. A dictator is somebody um, that rules their people unfairly, right? But a dictator always has total power, and so does a monarch. And I don't even have necessarily a thing against monarchies or whatever. In well, in one sense, but so the idea here is anybody that shows some sort of merit, some sort of reason that they are a. Oh shoot, my time is up. Okay, so let's go ahead and file save as. Um, I'm gonna have to make this uh, page adjacent. Let's go to favorites. Let's go to this. Let's go to this. Uh, New folder. Actually, let's not. Let's go back up here. Let's doggone it. Cancel. File. Save as. See, I'm supposed to break here in just a second. In fact, I was supposed to be done at 12:55. I need to start making sure that I go exactly with my time. But let's do this again. Channellands phase 1. Let's can I do a new folder in here? New folder. Let's call this narrative pages that create, and we're gonna save this as what's the name of this here? I'm gonna use the ID as the file name, but it's gonna be text file. So uh, there we go. Copy, and we're just gonna call this paste, and it's gonna be txt, right? In narrative pages. So we're just gonna do that, and we're gonna go ahead and do this little line here. Okay. So and then what was I going to do? I was going to do native mapping. So I'm going to do mapping when I come back from my break. Okay. 40 minutes of that. Oh, hey Rook. My time is up for part 1, so you have to catch me in part 2. Anyways, thanks for stopping in, and maybe I'll see you then or talk to you then, whatever. Anyways, yeah. So thanks for watching part 1. Thank you for watching part 1.